A lot of times I have noticed when the dogs are fighting with each other in our presence, instead of us intervening, I find, and given that now I'm just alone here, and like I said, because it's raining and I'm not stable at all on the soil. I'm slipping and falling all over the place. So there's no way, and I can't risk a broken bone living alone by myself. And so I have to look for different strategies. I'm not interested in intervening at all. However, what I do find is very, very effective is the second I see an escalation, I just leave. I leave, and they seem to be able to sort that out much more easier if I have left, turned my back, and I'm walking in on the opposite direction. It's a much more effective. And I kind of wanted to mention that on that communication group as well, which I probably still will. Many people are unwilling to accept that our presence is not necessarily a godsend for groups of dogs. Many times our presence escalates things for them in a lot. And so if there is conflict within dogs, us leaving that situation is better. And I think that's very hurtful for our ego. But I think that is something that we need to normalize a bit more among caregivers. And I'm not talking about, any specific situation here, but in general, when we are trying to do this caregiver handbooks and, like all of those, one of the things that I think we need to start normalizing is not all dogs can handle your presence very well. And the worst thing is, the stronger your bond with the dog, the harder the dog finds it to cope with your presence with other dogs. Right? And in pet dogs, I see this so much all the time, right? Like people will come complaining with their dogs, dog bites, but only happens when I am around. Does not happen if I am not around. If my family says if I am not around, does not happen. And we try to use a lot of human terms to explain that. And it is explained in a very accusatory way, right? Like, oh, you are indulging the dog. You are not, dealing with the dog properly. Therefore, when you are around, the dog's worst behavior is out. The dog is misbehaving around you. Like, these are all such bad ways of saying that, right? But I don't think it's like that at all. The dogs do react a lot around me, but I don't think it has to do with the dogs misbehaving around me because I give them space or whatever it is. I think their connection with me is so strong that they have big feelings around me, and bigger still feelings when there is another dog that enters the situation, and bigger still when that, the other dog is also excited, and, and worst if you toss food also in the mix. So there is multiple dogs and this human being that makes me feel big, experience big feelings, and there is food, and I think that is messed up. And then you toss in one more element, and it's a recipe for disaster. And that one element can be as simple as change in weather, rains. Oh my God, rains! It really makes something go nuts in them. Heat, loud noise. And this is all so common, right? Like if you're in the city, traffic noise is ubiquitous. So this is a recipe for disaster, and the only controllable aspect of that is our presence, and working with that is the only thing that we can do. So I'm so glad you brought that up. And I know that, Annalika, you're working on creating awareness and education within communities and creating, content around that. I think this is one thing that we have to start adding in there, right? Is please understand they have big feelings around you, which may look like aggression towards others. So the best way to deal with that is for you to walk away from that situation, I think is a useful one.